We had a good spring, and I thought today's alumni game was really a fitting ending for it. Playing the alumni was a lot of fun for our guys. They took it very seriously. We talked about being physical, but appreciating the alumni coming back and making sure that we respected them, and I thought our guys did it. The second half, I thought the defense, when we really played ones versus twos, I thought the defense was sharp. They did just a few things, and they did them really well. Offensively, obviously, we only did a few things that are in our offense, and sometimes we execute and we look really good. And as I stood back there, and other times we're a work in progress, you know. So I had a little bit mixed emotions, but we didn't force too many balls, held on to it. I would have liked to have seen a few guys make some plays that we didn't make, but I'm confident that as time goes on, we'll do that.
Nothing serious with Alan Williams? Nothing serious?
No, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
The alumni scene, the interaction and things over the course of the day with the breakfast and so forth, is that kind of what you hoped it would be? It
was even better than I thought it would be. The alumni were so appreciative of the event, but really what it did was it gave them a chance to bond again and to see guys that they haven't seen, some of them in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and to hear their stories about when they were here. The leadership stories that they passed on to our senior class were immeasurable as far as the value that they have to our program.
Can you steal any alumni, any eligibility back for any?
You know, there's some of those guys look better than the guys we're lining up with. I'll be honest.
They seem excited about the transition to the FBA.
Everything, and they're so proud. And they said even when they were in school, they talked about moving up to big-time college football. And since they can't be part of it on the field, they certainly want to be part of it as supporters.
What about for you as a head coach, your first spring game? How's it for you?
Well, it feels good that we got through it. We really showed some progress in a lot of areas. I would have liked to have seen some of the guys that were a little banged up give us a little bit more today, just to see where they were at. Using today as a measuring stick, to not see everybody in there at full speed was a little disappointing, but that's part of football. It'll happen when every game we play. There'll be somebody in there that I wish was in there. It's just the way it is.
Now, Boston College had 200 people at their spring game. It looked like there was a lot more than that here
today.
I
think we beat them by about 10 times that, right? We probably had 2,000, so we're well ahead of BC in so many areas right now.
You have no hesitancy for you on talking about that sort of stuff right now. You kind of enjoying the trying to get spark a little rivalry, that sort of thing.
Well, you know, rivalry's got to be two ways, and the rivalry has to be where both teams can beat the other team. And we haven't played BC, this staff and as a 1A team. So I think the rivalry will really begin on the recruiting trail, and obviously when we play them in 2013. But let's get through 2012 first.
Are you having a little fun with the tweaking between now and then?
Well, you know, it's I get my kicks out of it. Yeah.
You just have to play over there. How many days till UConn? I think you got the number exactly right.
Well, I believe it's 127 if I'm not.
He's off by a
discrepancy here.
Something like that. Yeah, we talk about playing UConn, but really we got to take care of our own business first, and we have areas that we need to clean up, and then once we do those, we can really focus on playing UConn.
How about Brodnax's play? It seemed like he was really in there.
Yeah, Brodnax got some extra work with Allen being out, and because he was young, I wanted him to get a little bit more work and just see how he handled the work volume. And I thought he did really well. He ran very tough for a young guy. He needs to get bigger. He needs to get stronger, like so many young guys do. But I stood behind him in the second half, and just to watch him and see how he responded to the hitting. And man, I really liked the way he popped up, and he was just ready to go the next play.
How about the quarterbacks, Pagel and Wegson? How do you think they performed today?
Well, they were okay. Their pocket poise was okay. Their accuracy left something to be desired today. I've seen both of them a lot sharper than they were today, and I just think it's just going to come through repetition. Their footwork sometimes gets off, and that affects their ability to throw. Obviously, the defensive line was juiced up today, and they were in their face a little bit, and they just missed some throws that I would have liked to have seen them make.
That battle kind of, are all the battles still going?
Yeah, certainly, yeah. To say that anybody's got something locked up would be really premature. I want these guys battling through the summer when they do their workouts, and then when we get to see them, when we start back at the beginning of August, to see what kind of progress that they made.
And out of the receivers, obviously that's a point of concern because, not a lot of experience. How do you think the receivers are today? Bless you, Coach.
Okay. The receivers were spotty. They made some nice catches. I thought Brandon Howard made a couple nice catches. Fossil made a couple nice catches. I just didn't see us make any big plays down the field like we had been doing in practice, so that was disappointing.
When asked about his receivers, Molnar said there was something to sneeze at.
That would call that a misquote.
So what's next, Coach? What are you going to do now that the spring game is over? You can take the next step here going to next season.
Well, right now our players are going to go in the finals, and they're going to have to really put their nose to the grindstone. And we want everybody to be eligible, and I think they will be. But obviously, guys are still going to have to finish the job. As I told the team, we're kind of in the last 30 seconds of the game. You know, you got to keep the pedal to the metal, finish strong. No matter where you're at academically, you can always do better, and then we'll be in a good position going into summer workouts. I don't want to have the stress and the strain of worrying about guys doing things over the summer academically, but they can take care of it right now this last 2 weeks.
Do you also summer for weights and speed and stuff? Or is it just individual?
No, Coach. It's all voluntary workouts, but we'll have the full complement of guys here at some point over the summer. Coach O and the strength staff will take care of those guys, and then